Hello and welcome to episode 74 of Series 6 of Master League Story Mode. We return to Ponte Preta after what was, let's face it, a disappointing last episode. After all of the incredible successes we've had at Ponte Preta, yeah, we sort of threw it away, didn't we? At the end, we had a chance to make it 4 cups, and we chucked it away by skipping a game. It was rash, it was impulsive, I regret it. It was only the International Champions Cup, so I'm not too angry at us, but, you know, the Copa Brazil, absolutely essential now. Welcome Enrique, Matios, Jay, welcome everyone. I hope you're having a good evening, a good weekend so far. We've got a lot to get through in today's episode, so I'm not going to hang around for too long. Straight into the Copa Brazil, and then the last day of the transfer window. Yeah, it's the shortest transfer window that I can remember. Especially one between each season. It is incredibly short. I don't know why. I don't know if this is realistic. Enrique, I'm sure you'll let me know. It's probably well out, isn't it? January window, does that exist in Brazil? But yeah, we've got some work to do here. We're waiting on the scouts. We've got a couple of positions that really need filling. And we've got one game in the Copa Brazil. We still don't know who that's against. It's our first leg of the second round. We need to win this cup. We need to make it 4 cups out of a possible 4. For Zico at Ponte Preta, because it looks like we might be leaving. So this might be also our last transfer window, but our last chance, definitely, I'm sure, at winning the Copa Brazil. So, yeah, we really need to start strongly here. Dato, welcome aboard, mate. Bonnie, how's it going? Enrique, the Brazilian transfer windows are huge, like many months. Yeah, I'm sure they were. On the mid-season one in this is really long, like weirdly long. Strange that this one is so short, but we've got a lot of work to be doing in this transfer window and not much money to do it with. Abdul Razak, welcome aboard, mate. You're here just in time for me to go and cry over the state of Ponte Preta's current budget. We've done some bad management there. Some bad management has happened. 2.8 million a salary budget. That's not going to do anything. Let's just check. This is still set. Yeah, we're looking for salary budget. What do we need to do? Well, we've set the scouts out already, and they're looking for the positions that we absolutely have to fill. We don't have a left back. We went through the entire season where we won everything basically with only Abner as a recognised left back. We need to fix that. Fabinho, our second keeper, is on his way out, so we need to bring in a new goalkeeper. It's going to be a loan. There's going to be lots of loans happening here, which is very Brazilian football. A lot of loans, a lot of free transfers. So, you know, that's fine. It's fine. And then a centre-forward. Yeah, we could probably do a centre-forward. I would say we need an attacking midfielder, but we've already, I believe, secured the services. Is it just a 6-month loan? No, it's a 12-month loan. Okay, that's good. Of this guy who I've had a little look into him, and Juan Fernando Quintero. Oh, he looks like a lot of fun in real life. He was a very highly rated youngster. It's not quite panned out from him. But much like our legendary central midfielder, Campuzano, he is a Colombian currently playing in Argentina. And what's going to be interesting, I don't know whether the two of them will know each other. Juan and Germain. I can't remember what Campuzano's first name is. It's something beginning with J. It's not Juan. Interestingly, Quintero, a River Plate player, and Campuzano, ex-Boca Junior player. So I don't know whether they will be they'll be rivals, whether they'll get on. But two Colombians together. It'd be nice for Campuzano to have a buddy. And he is, let's take a look at his stats here. Wow, pass master. He's going to be a really interesting option to drop into the midfield. In place of MJ, you know, instead of having to rely on Quidzy, and he is going to pick a pass. And looking for those runs of Yuri and Bustos, surely he's going to get a lot of assists for us. I think this is an absolute no-brainer loan signing. So we're going to get this done pretty quickly. We've got 121 million in the transfer budget, so that is nothing at all. Matios, welcome aboard. Are you already here? I've already spotted you, haven't I? Solo, how's it going? Ian, Wanners, hola indeed. S Royal, welcome aboard. Tudo Bem. Tudo Bem to you too. Tudo Bem to you too. So Quintero, we've done it. Absolutely brilliant. Matios already calling him the new Brunetta. He's lacking a little bit in mobility, I would say. His balance is pretty good. Finishing not amazing, but those passing stats, absolutely insane. He's got all the player skills. This is a massive signing, huge signing for us. I'm not quite sure why River Plate are happy to let him go out on loan, but we're absolutely going to take it. 168 centimetres, I like it. Low centre of gravity, that's what we're here for. Ian, he's not the new Passetto. Come on, let him at least play a game before we make that decision. I'm thinking the new Mason Mount, if anything. If he's going to disappoint, that's how he's going to disappoint us. Liam, welcome aboard, mate. Welcome aboard. Yeah, it's a massive upgrade over Jimmy Quids, but for me, Jimmy Quids still comes first. So, reminder of what we need. Fabiano will be... Is Fabiano gone? No, Fabiano's gone. Okay. Fabiano's off. We need a second goalkeeper, definitely. I think we're going to wait for the scouts on that. We could take a look. Let's take a look at the messages. Anything here? Yep, that's fine. Sporting not interested at this point. At this point. We could have a quick look. Just remind ourselves. Actually, free transfers aren't massive for us because we don't have any wage budget. It's got to be. It's got to be loans, really. It's got to be loans. Why is Igor still at the club, Enrique? That's a good question. That's a good question. It's good to have some of the original players kicking around, just so we can remind ourselves of our roots. Let's check the loan list. See if there's anyone in here that might be of interest. We're looking for a left back and a keeper. Any keepers? No. Okay. We could do with a striker. I'm going to let the scouts do their business, to be honest. It might be a bit risky because we don't have long left. How long do we have left? Basim, welcome aboard, mate. How's it going? So you expect to hear back from the scouts before our first Copa Brazil game. And then we just fire off a load of loans. Is there any other position that we could do with just strengthening? Top three, I mean, adding another striker in there, they're never going to play, but they'd be a good option off the bench. We've now got 4 attacking midfielders. That's probably enough. Central midfielders, we've only got Luis Fernando there, really. Oh, and Igor, of course. Possibly another defensive midfielder might be a good shout. Left back, we definitely need. Right back, we've got Arnaldo. We've got David Braz. We just need a keeper and a left back, pretty much. Pretty much. So I think the scouts will probably have that covered. We'll keep moving. Enrique, time to win the Copa Brazil title as a goodbye gift to Ponte Preta. Couldn't agree more, Enrique. This is how we leave on a high. It's got to happen. I don't think we got that far last time. Come on, scouts. Bring us something. Come on. Let's have some... Here he is. Where? Here he is. Juan Fernando Quintero. 29 years old. So a similar sort of signing in terms of age as what's his name? Our new attacking midfielder, whose name I've just forgotten. Started his career at Envigado in Colombia. He's from Medellin in Colombia. I guess that is Pablo's hometown, isn't it? There's Angry Phil Collins. Very happy with this extremely cheap bit of business. He has played at Porto. He played 42 games there, scored 6 goals. And he was at Rennes in France on loan, back to Independiente Medellin for a spell, and then loaned to River Plate, and now, most recently, he's played 7 games and scored 5 goals for River Plate, so pretty impressive work there. His size and overall style of play have had him compared in the past to none other than Lionel Messi. We love it. We love the new Lionel Messi, of course we do. And I think he's going to be a great addition. He only adds quality to this team. Davidson, welcome aboard, mate. We've just made a great signing, and we're going to be in Lone Town. So there is Quintero coming in. Arnaldo's had an offer from China, and hopefully the scouts have got something for us. Let's take a look. Come on, something good, something good. A left back called Hulk. Sold. 100% sold. Let's go Minero. He's pretty average. Not bad. At least his defensive stats are pushing up towards the 70. What is he, 23? He'll absolutely do. We need to make a left-back signing. If we can get him for sort of 7... We'll offer 8. Got money to burn in the transfer budget still. And was there a keeper as well? I wonder if we'll hear back about a centre-forward. Enrique, a bit of real life scouting there. He's so bad in real life, just ended his contract at my club. He's going to Porto B. Okay, fair enough. Doesn't look great, to be fair. Well, look, Matthias. Has Babetto's son decided to become a keeper, playing in the second division of Brazilian football. For Londrina, 27-year-old, 77 rated. He'd do as a backup keeper. Again, we're looking for loans here. The good thing is we've got an incredible squad that has won pretty much everything. We know our first 11 is good enough. We just need to make sure we've got every position covered. Apparently he's nicknamed Hulk because he looks like the Hulk. Yeah, it's got the same jawline, I suppose. Maybe, if you squint. Was Gustavo worthy of a loan? Possibly. 79 rated sort of target man. He's a goal poacher. 82 finishing, 86 offensive awareness. Does seem like an odd one to just be able to loan him from Corinthians. I wonder how many games he's played for them. Can't see on here, can you? Oh, he's a meme lord, is he? Gusta goal. I mean, at this point, we'll just keep firing out these loans. Bolstering. He does Fortnite dances on offside goals. That's a shame. That is a shame, but we'll see. We'll see what they say. And we'll keep moving here. I think we're probably going to be into the first game now. Don't think there's any point in me doing any contract stuff. We do sort of want to run down the contracts of some of our favourite players. Potentially for Zico to sign at a later date. Let's take a look at the messages. Campuzano has now got captaincy. Interesting. Let's go and see what happens if we captain Campuzano. I'm happy to do that. It makes sense to have a captain who's leading from the centre of the pitch, especially a sort of deeper lying midfielder. I almost think that's the perfect position. Maybe a centre-back. I think a goalkeeper is maybe slightly too far back for me. So Gustavo, 16. Accepted. Okay. That's the holes plugged in this side. If we need to, let's go and take a look at Campuzano. So, set 97. Oh, didn't want to do that. 97. I think it has other effects though, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Is it one of these ones? It's not one of these ones. No, it's not one of these ones, is it? It is a skill. Reduce the effects of fatigue for all of the team. Interesting. Okay, didn't know that. I thought that was going to be... is it leader? I think it's leader as a team role. That gives you a team spirit boost, but absolutely happy for Captain Zano. Yeah, that works for me. So there is Quintero. Slots in instantly as our highest rated attacking midfielder. Everton Ribeiro, that's the name of him. That's the one we were looking for. Kieran, welcome aboard. I miss goalkeepers who take free kicks. Well, it's Rogerio Ceni. What team does he play for again? We've played them many times and we've spoken about him. He was at Sao Paulo, of course, just 54 miles south of Campinas. The ultimate free kick taking goalkeeper. If you're ever interested to find out more about him, I certainly suggest looking at some of his compilations of his goals. Ridiculous. So, yeah. Need that second goalkeeper who will actually play and need that left back cover. I think we're fine. And then we've got a load of money to maybe try and find one more exciting signing. I mean, we might as well spend this money because we're not going to have... we won't be able to take it with us to the next club, unfortunately. What do we have to look at there? Oh, all of these players, yeah. I mean, he could be quite fun. A bit of a battering ram to bring on if we need him. And then Matthias, yeah, he'll do. Hulk. We might wait till the end of the window. Kitagawa, the other option. Japanese super sub striker. Doesn't match up at all to Gustavo, who's infinitely a better player. So I think we can keep moving and hope to get something else back from the scouts, I guess. Yeah. I mean, we've got a hell of a lot of money in the transfer budget. We could look to trigger a release clause of a player that we really want to sign. I mean, we wouldn't be able to afford someone like Rainier or Arthur Cabral, the two players that we've been looking at really wanted to sign. But there's probably some decent ones in there. Right, let's play a bit of football, shall we? Let's play footy ball. It's Kirakuma we're coming up against, who are a Serie B side, and they are not great. They're not great. Who do we start? That's the question today. Yuri. Can Quintero play out on the right? What's he like out there? 68 rated centre forward. Presumably he can play as a winger. If we needed to, we could bring him out there. I think he'd be good fun there. He's not going to start today on a sideways arrow. And I think Ziggy's just going to shade it today with Bustos alongside. I think we keep things as they are pretty much. Brazza's on a down. I mean, Ibanez on a downward arrow. Campuzano captaining the side today. He's got his Colombian marching powder to keep everyone moving that a little bit longer. And he's got his buddy now as well. I mean, are they buddies? I don't know how deep the rivalry will have run. I don't think they would have ever played against each other. Campuzano, still pretty young. Kirakuma, 60 rated everyone, except for some 50s in there. 72 rated centre-back is their best rated player. Let's smash them about a bit. Let's have some fun. We've been scoring goals like they are water recently. Not an expression that makes sense, but we've been loving it in every competition at every level. So you'd think the early rounds of the Copa Brazil against a very, very poor team can fill our boots, get some momentum for the rest of the tournament. All right, let's do this. Here at the Estadio de Martingale. That would be their real stadium name, because I'm pretty sure I went through and changed them all. It's the beauty of having a team that's won everything, is that I'm quite happy to start the same starting 11 that we had last season, because we know how incredibly good they are. And there's still so many players in here who are only going to get better. Abner finds MJ. Speaking of players who could still get better, had no right to find a way out of that or get that one back. It's for Everton Ribeiro, unlucky. Headmaster today, the only form issue, but he does start. One of our most consistent performers. Oh, he's done him there with the Megs. Oh, just couldn't pick out Ziggy. He was lurking, waiting for that one. Will he be looking for the Golden Boot again this season, or will he be playing in Europe by the end of it? Tune in a few weeks to find out. Hopefully. Would love to keep Ziggy along for the ride in this series. Nahuel Bustos. Bustos the bully out to Marcinho. Checks back. Oh, that's great play from the right back. Lovely ball in. Ziggy. Ooh. Some real fizz on that cross. Gabby no goals. Comes out deep. Abner into MJ. Back into Abner. Brazil call up on the card for him, surely. It's over the head of Bustos. Balls into the box. The plan so far. Campuzano. Ziggy. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh! The deftest of feints there. Just to glide away from his man. Let's take another look at that. Under pressure massively here. Campuzano wins it back. Little dummy there. Out of his feet. Good save. Really good save there. Intimidating swinger. Oh, Gabby's up there for it. MJ, the glancing header is wide. The pressure continues here. It's so gutting to go out early in this competition. I don't even want to say it. Touch wood. Touch something. Because then we have to play the whole half a season knowing that we didn't achieve everything that we could have done at this club, which will be a shame. I feel like I'll have closure on Ponte Preta if we can win everything. It's in Ribeiro. Campuzano down the line looking for Bustos. A tricky ball. MJ, Thiago Maia. Another player who maybe went underrated last season. Such an important part of this side. Louis, welcome aboard, mate. How's it going? Abner, ball inside, Everton Ribeiro. Oh, that's cheeky. MJ keeps it going. Campuzano back into Maro Jr. Lovely first touch, but Morato is there. Gets across. Lovely build-up, though. Andrew. Oh, we're all over them in a second there. And now Campuzano. Bustos little flick into Marcinho. And for Bustos again, the Argentinian. Can't quite get to that one. But you know he never lets them go. Chasing down like a hungry ferret. That is his spirit animal, the ferret, or the Yorkshire Terrier. Bustos is really a little Argentinian terrier. MJ, Ziggy, Ribero's made a great run. Lovely first touch from him. Mr. Classy turns into trouble though. Creating a lot of chances in this first 23 minutes. Campuzano's in there. Great work in the midfield. First chance here for Kirakuma to get a sight of our goal. And there's a really big chance here. Enrique, good save, Ivan. Whoa, we took our eye off the ball there massively. And they get the best chance of the game so far as a result. Look, we cannot take this too lightly. Nothing is guaranteed in a cup competition. Even if you are arguably the most dominant team in world football. Fresh off the back of beating Manchester City in the Club World Cup final. And now we're coming up against the dregs of Serie B. It could all go wrong if we don't respect our opponent. That's a poor ball. There's no respect in that ball at all. Or that challenge. Oh, come on, right. You're playing for Kirakuma. Enrique, I didn't spot. Enrique A. Is he inside? Have to keep an eye out. Put a sliding challenge on him. Go through. Gabby. MJ now. MJ just taking his time here. Finds Ziggy. It's opened up for him here. Ziggy with the effort. Whoa! Almost bangs, an absolute beauty there. Half an hour on the clock. And they stood off, Almost cost them. Ibanez off his line really well. Ribeiro just about finds Campuzano. Now Bustos looking for Everton. Ribeiro again. Lovely first touch from him. Derlin does well. Strong defending there. A strong shoulder. Marcinho into Everton. Ribeiro out of his feet. Good ball in. Looking for Ziggy. Marcinho can keep it alive. MJ trying to dribble his way out of trouble. Oh, as soon as they get it back, we're all over them. Oh, that's an interesting ball. A little work. Meyer out to Abner. Abner fancies himself up against Savidis. Oh, looks to go past Ozturk as well. Almost bundles it past him anyway. Good defending in the end though. And a hopeful ball forward. Ibanez cuts out and Thiago Meyer will bring it again. Ribeiro. Thiago Meyer, little flick into Ziggy. Almost. Could be guilty of overplaying it at times in this first half, but only 5 minutes left. It'd be good to get a goal now, just to make this pressure count. MJ back inside. Oh, looks for the low ball into Ziggy. That's not a convincing clearance, but they get lucky there. Andrew, good touch. It's all the way back, and then all the way up again. Gabriel. A few seconds left here. Oh, that's a lovely ball into Everton. Ribeiro. Just to slip in Ziggy there. Bustos had made a better run. It's very easy here. The longer we don't score, the more worrying this game becomes. Ibanez just to float a ball into Everton. Ribeiro, and that's poor. That's 0-0. Well, they've kept us to only a single shot on target. They've got to be happy with that. 63% possession. But if we keep that up in the second half, there's absolutely no way they can keep us out. We've got Yuri Alberto and Quintero on the bench. Yuri Alberto, arguably best striker in the league. Oh, Ziggy here though. May not have the stats, but has got the goals to back it up. Can quite squirm through there. High ball. Abner gets into position. Into the header, but it's going to go high into Ibanez. No problems there. Oh, Everton Ribeiro caught out though. It's not like him. Thiago Maia, good pressure. Oh, they're going to take that quickly. They are not, and we could be in danger here. What a crushing blow this will be when this flies in. Ivan, what? Ivan on your right, mate. Ivan on your right. Oh, it's into the wall. Thiago Maia. Hopeful ball, looking for Ziggy. Defender had to do well. Oh, that's poor. Ziggy gets there. Thiago Maia looking for Bustos. Oh, nearly squeezed that through. Campuzano will keep things moving. Oh, what a ball that is. Marcinho, lovely take. Low ball in. Bustos is there. Yeah, there it is. This sort of pressure was only ever going to lead to one thing. It's Nahuel Bustos continuing his great goal-scoring record. Loves the tap-in. The Argentinian Sergio Aguero. The Argentinian Terrier. The Bully Bustos. Busty boy. We haven't quite nailed down a single nickname for him, have we yet? But what he does do is score a lot of goals. And Marcinho into Bustos is starting to become as iconic, maybe, as Abner into Ziggy. Great first touch there. It was Everton Ribeiro's pass, really, that unlocked that move. Getting Marcinho in behind the defence. He did really well. He's coming to his own, Marcinho. He's now nailed down that right-back spot. There's not even a thought in our mind about claiming the whatever 50 million real you could probably get for him. He's our right-back now, and we're happy with that. Bit of a what-if for you, everyone. If we got to halfway through the season unbeaten, would we stick around for a potential Ponte Preta invincible season? What do you reckon? Oh, MJ with the right-footed curler. Interesting idea there. Interesting. I was considering skill moves, but I was also considering the idea of an invincible Ponte Preta season and whether we'd want to stick around for that. Couldn't quite wrap it. Ziggy into MJ. Oh, it does get dispossessed a little bit too easily. Still. Oh, that's nice. Goes away from his man there. Ziggy inside to Everton Ribeiro. A little flick over the top into the busty boy. Oh, just marginally offside there. Ooh, a knee, a shin, and a boot. 60 minutes we're making subs. Yuri Alberto Quintero on. Got to be absolutely terrified of that if you're Kuma. Everton riding those challenges well. Marcinho, it's a hopeful ball, but Derlin's going to have to do something with it. Andrew now, that's a decent ball. Campuzano is back. Gilmore holds it up well. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, he's got away from him there. Easy take for Ivan, though. Some changes. We're going to go Alberto out there. We're going to give Quintero his first run out. I think he's left-footed, isn't he? Yeah, left-footed. Totally makes sense to play him out there. And we'll give Abner a rest. Thiago Maia back there. And give Igor a run out, I think. Lovely stuff. Enjoyable 3 substitutions to make early in this one. MJ. Simple ball there into Thiago Maia. Finds MJ on the overlap. Ziggy back into MJ. This is lovely. Ball across. Busty. Oh, what a save! Shovels that off the line. I don't think there's any way he was getting to that. Thiago Maia. Oh, almost squeezes it through to Everton Ribeiro. Busty, unlucky not to get his second there. It's incredible goalkeeping to deny it. Here's Quintero. Oof. Instantly taken out there. Quintero's first touch in the black and white of Ponte Preta. Sees him horribly assaulted from behind. Surely, though, he is going to take... Yeah, he is. 89. Just have a go from here. But we've just got to put this into a dangerous position. The Colombian whiffs one in with the left. Ziggy's up there. Not going to win any battles in the air, but he does enough. Marcinho. Onto the left, but that's no problem for him. Yuri Alberto lurking for it. They need to get this ball clear, and they do. The Eagles there, great header. Bizarno into Ziggy. For Yuri Alberto. Oh, how's he got away with that? Somehow. Some witchcraft there. Found its way through. They are looking ragged here as we keep the pressure on. Oh, he's done well. Ibanez big jump for that. Easy take for Igor. Oh, poor ball though. Bizarno slides in a little bit early. It would be a real shot. Oh, Ibanez. No, no, no. Who said it? This has a terrible goal feel to it, Matios. Well, thanks for that, because that's exactly what's about to happen here. You could bet your house on it. Andrew to make it 1-1 here in the 74th minute. Over the wall. Back to bloody hell. Bloody hell. Alright, I was wrong. But not far wrong. I mean, that was about as close as it gets. Everton, lovely ball into Yuri Alberto. Finds Quintero. Ziggy. Quintero again. Oh, that's gorgeous. Everton. Oh. Quintero. We have got some technical wizardry in the centre now. Everton, Ribeiro and Quintero. The Arrows. The Arrow twins. Oh, that is sexy football. Just couldn't get the finishing touch with the goal at the end. MJ, though, watching from the bench, thinking, oh shit, they've signed a really good player. Luckily, he's only a loanee. And my instinct is not to play loanee as much as a full player. Campuzano. Back into Quintero. If you're making a run, make it now, because Quintero is likely to find you. And that's a good ball, but just ahead of Everton Ribeiro. Passo. Reynaldo. Oh, Thiago Maia. Standing left back. Oh, that's a poor ball. It's unlucky. Oh, shit. Out of position there. It's a very poor pass. Oh, they're going to sneak one, aren't they? I can feel it. Here it comes. No. Gabby no goals. Beats the script. Quintero back to Campuzano. Two Colombians enjoying themselves in Brazil. Quintero into Yuri Alberto. Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous! Referee had hold of his shirt there. No way is that not a penalty. Yuri Alberto, way too honest there. Just needed to go to ground. The defender had done the dirty on him. He just needed the final touch, which is just to crumple into a heap, but he's too classy for that. See if we can get him a goal now. Quintero. Again into a great position for Yuri Alberto. This time keeper's off his line. Oh, probably could have hit that there. Alberto, little flick into Everton Ribeiro. Back in, looking for Yuri Alberto. He wants his goal. Wants his goal. Actually, there's a big chance here, but luckily Gabriel having absolutely none of it. If that hadn't worked, he would have been in trouble. Everton Ribeiro, that's just ahead of him there from Quintero. Watch him, Gabby. Watch him. Watch this. Ibanez, take him out if needs be. Take him out if needs be. That's a dangerous ball. Oh, Gabby, no goals. No goals when Gabby's there. No problem at all. And it's just the one goal that sees us through, but it is an away goal. And it is lovely Busty Boy who gets it. Could have easily had two. Could have easily had two. 60% possession. Yuri Alberto should have scored there at the end. Quintero coming on for a brief appearance, but looking already very, very exciting. Antonich Tuba, welcome aboard. Kieran, welcome aboard. Don't know if I'd spotted you already, but hello, welcome everyone. Like this stream if you haven't already, out of respect for our new signing, Juan Quintero, who looks to be top class. Real top draw stuff. Real top shelf. Top shelf action from our new Colombian. Our petite Colombian. Alright, I've gone too far. Stop! 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 Should have changed to every day. Okay, so we've got 2 days to make our signings. Quintero's injured until sometime in February. Bollocks. And the scout report does not look great. What's the date? That's annoying, isn't it? We've only just signed him. 4 days. That's a lifetime. I hope that's not a sign of things to come. He's quite a injury prone player, is he, Enrique? Okay, nice. All right. At least he's not absolutely vital to us. Not a single centre forward found by our scout in Brazil who's still developing. They're getting the sack. We've got another left back here. I didn't ask specifically for left backs with comedy names, but Jean-Claude Van Damme will certainly do. We've got the choice of the Hulk or Van Damme. He looks like a regen, is he? Must be. Bald 18-year-old with a beard. Jean-Claude Van Damme, that's a shame. But we can't sign him, can we? Must be a regen, must be. Someone check that for me. Is there a better keeper? Jean. He's good. He's very good. But it's going to be Hulk, yeah. I think it's going to have to be Hulk. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just sign all of these, shall we? Well, we're definitely signing. I mean, Matthias. Yeah. From Londrina. That makes more sense than the other one. 1.2 mil. It's barely pocket change. Hang on, we've got 7.9 mil salary budget. Where the fuck did that come from? Okay, so we could make a massive signing now. We're still going to sign Hulk. I mean, we can pretty much trigger the release fee of any exciting Brazilian or... I mean, we could even go and look at some of the linked sides, couldn't we? We really should. Now we've got this cash. I think we should just sign Hulk now. We need to get this done today if we're going to do this. 8 mil's quite a lot. Time to bring Deeney in. Yes, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Enrique, I love you. That is the correct answer to this question. We can definitely afford him. I can't even remember what the link was, but it needs to be done. Let's remind ourselves of some of the linked teams. Ricardo in the Discord, I'm sure, did a list the other day. I know it was Matthias. Sorry, Matthias. Sorry, it was. Was it you? I think it was. Yeah. So we could have a look at. What else have we got? Yeah, Lille, Fenerbahce, Watford. Let's just sign him. We wanted him. Is he still here? Troy Deeney. Poacher. Has he got a release clause? We could actually fully sign him for 35 mil. What wage is he on? 4 mil. Do you think they'd take the loan? Oh, we can't do anything, no. Gonna have to do it on deadline day. Let's just sign Hulk. We've signed the left back, we've signed the goalkeeper. We've got 100 million real, 7.9 million real. Gustavo is a last gasp option. We're not going to sign Kitagawa. Felipe. Oh, this was another keeper we were looking at, wasn't it? Don't want him. I mean, it would be a nice gift, really, to Ponte Preta, wouldn't it, to sign a England international? He's not ever played for England, has he? Yet. I mean, he still scores a lot of goals. Still got 90 physical contact. Captaincy and fighting spirit. We do want him. Are we going to have to trigger the release fee? I think we are. Let's just see if there are any other players on our list who we might like to... I mean, the one that we really wanted, he's got 130 mil release fee is the problem, was Arthur Cabral. But we're not after long-term gains here, are we? We're after short-term lols. Could sign Juan Brunetta, 54 mil release fee. Tempting. Suzuki's a quality centre forward. He's actually progressed pretty well. I remember looking at him early doors. And Pereira, that's the box-to-box midfielder that we wanted for so long. Doesn't need to happen now. Let's just sign Troy Deeney, shall we? Let's get it over with. It's been an itch I've been dying to scratch. Let's do it. We're going to trigger that release fee. He might not want to come. We'll give him more than he's on now. We only need you on a 1 year, Troy. We'll give you all the bonuses you could ever dream of. You're unlikely to play. So, still worth a goal. Still worth a go. We did find a Man City link, didn't we? I'm sure we did. And a Chelsea link. We found a Chelsea and a Man City link. Have they got any players under 79 rated that we'd like to sign? No one of interest. Phil Foden already at 82. Look at that, 96 balance. Wow. You very rarely see the light blue stats. Anyone at Chelsea that might be fun? I think I wanted to bring an Englishman in before we go. Before we leave. That was the goal. I mean, the player that we wanted from Chelsea was Billy Gilmore. Is it Billy Gilmore? Yeah, Billy Gilmore. Scotsman. I like the idea of a Scotch playing in the Brazilian leagues. I wonder if there have been many English or British players who've played in Brazil. I know there aren't any now. 100% sure there aren't any at this point. There must have been at some stage. Although any players from any other nationality other than Brazilian are pretty rare in the Brazilian leagues, which I was surprised by. Pedro. Old legend. Tamori, what a signing he'd be. What sort of release fees are we looking at here? 33 mil release fee for Reece James. That'd be some signing, wouldn't it? That'd be some signing. We don't need him. Rob Holding? No. Hassan, welcome aboard, mate. Enrique, yeah, there probably were. I mean, there definitely were English players in the 1920s. Because they started all the teams. 100%. But now, no. I mean, that'd be a real test, wouldn't it? They talk about players, young players, going to Europe now, which is such a rare thing, but has happened. Kazim Richard plays in Brazil. Wow, he's played in every single galaxy, I'm sure. What were the other teams that we had links with? Lille. I think Lille and Udinese worth a look before we go any further. Sandro Swagner, welcome aboard, mate. Yeah, Udinese worth a look. Not least because we would quite like to maybe go there. Oh, that's a cool one. Weigher, 191 mil. Okay. 250 mil release fee. Wow. He'd be an amazing player. God, he is incredible. Look at that, 77 finishing. Blimey, they've got some good young players. Bolly as well, like him. God, they've got a real crop of exciting young players there. Ravel Morrison played in Brazil, Jay. God, I mean, again, he's been around, isn't he? But I don't know about that. Maybe he has. Cannot confirm. I'm sure you can easily confirm that now. Udinese, okay, so this is the team that we could be going to. It'll be interesting to see what sort of players they've got. They've got DePaul, I like him. Oh, we'd be reunited with the Puss in Boots. It's got to happen. Can Zico get out of him what Kareem Diakra couldn't? Surely that's a no-brainer. Felipe Zizou, Kevin Lasagna, best name ever. Barini's there. Some good players here. This would be quite a fun one. But getting to play with our man Passetto again would be good fun. But let's just hope that Troy Deeney goes through. That's what we're really here for. We signed Robinho. That was the meme. We've always had this thing in the back of our head saying, just sign Troy Deeney. He's not. He's going to have wanted more money, isn't he, to move to Brazil? Which is a shame. Take a look. Oh, he's accepted. It's done. It's done. It is done. Signed, sealed, delivered. The big man, Troy. I'd like to believe, and I think what I am going to believe, the storyline is that he has committed some other crimes, and he's basically skipped the country, and maybe we should change his name and his identity slightly. 37 million full transfer, 2.8 million. He doesn't even become the highest played player at the club. Found a Brazilian wife online. I like that. I like that a lot. We've still got a lot of money left for whoever takes over. We should probably try and spend it now, shouldn't we? So Troy Deeney coming in from Watford. How old is he? Didn't even check how old he is. Yeah, give him a Brazilian passport. He'd be playing for Brazil, definitely. It's got to be better than Fred was, surely. Where is he? There he is. Still higher rating than Ziggy. 34 years old. And what an age that is. Same age as me. Fucking hell, Troy. I'm the same age as Troy Deeney. He's the same age as me. Makes me look young. He's had a hard life, though, to be fair, big Troy. Outspoken. I like him. I really like him. Interestingly, if you are a fan of Troy Deeney or Louis Theroux or both, or not even a fan of both, but recently did an interview on Louis Theroux's podcast, and he's a nice guy. He is a nice guy. As an Arsenal fan, I've sort of got a built-in thing to I should hate him, but I like that he's outspoken and he speaks up, and he's obviously had some tough times, but he's a good player, and I like a player like him with a bit of needle on the pitch and off the pitch. I enjoy it. So I'm very, very happy to welcome an Englishman, no less, to Campinas. And he's going to be a really interesting option off the bench. He's going to be a really fun option to bring off the bench. So there we go. Enrique pointing out there after I have tarnished the name of Fred by saying that Troy Deeney is better, even though Fred is one of the biggest goal scorers ever in the Brazilian league. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably right. But anyway, deadline day signing of Troy Deeney in the black and white of Ponte Preta. That's impressive work. Impressive work from Zico. A final love letter to the Ponte Pretanos, bringing in some real quality there. So we've got 66 million left and 5 mil salary. We could sign a pretty amazing player for that. We don't really need it. We've got Matthias is in. We've got the Hulk at left back. And we've got another Hulk up top. Gotta love a lump up top, Phil. I completely agree. And Deeney does suit the kit, Matthias. Completely agree with that as well. Yuri Alberto still on the bench. Still behind Ziggy. Ziggy didn't score in the last game, though, which is rare. So we've got a nice deep squad now. Let's kick on. Sort of feel like we should try and sign another player, but is it even worth it? Any suggestions? Any suggestions? I'll have a little sip of my beer. What time are we? We're going an hour. Yeah, we got time. What do you reckon? CMF or a DMF was needed. All right, let's go. Let's just look at all Brazilian players. It's a shame you can't filter by release fee, which would be useful. See if we've got any fun little release fee. Look at that, 37 mil for him. Anyway, we're looking for attacking mids. MJ's got a 45 mil release fee. That's not bad. We'll probably see now that there are some embarrassingly low release fees for our players. How old is Alexandro now? Is he here? Is he the... Where does he play? Is he a left back or... There he is. 31. Yeah. He's getting on, Hassan. He's getting on. And he's too high rated for us anyway, unfortunately. Yuri Alberto, that's good to see. 231 mil release fee there. Although it's going to make him very difficult for us to sign elsewhere if we do want to sign him. We do need a central midfielder. Bernard's watch. Another little fun little player. Not seeing any real steals here in terms of transfer, in terms of release fee. Abner with a 28 mil release fee. Good to see him up here though, alongside the Arthur Cabrals of this world. Still only 22 years old. We've got to take him, not just for Brazil, but also for our next club. He's got to go with us. The other Gabriel, we could have two Gabriels. Carlos Vinicius, we remember him, don't we? Went to Villa. Didn't really do much for us, did he? I don't think we're going to find anything here. I'm happy with the side. We've signed our foreign player for the year as well. Or foreign non-scouted player. Non-South American player, that's the rule. I'm just trying to make sure we haven't broken the rules there. Pretty sure we haven't. But I'm happy. We're not going to make any more changes. And we've got Troy Deeney and Quintero. What a combination that is. Big man, little man, extraordinaire. Transfer window done. I love it when it doesn't go down to the wire. Biggest move of the transfer window, apparently. Malinovsky's transfer from Milan to Arsenal. Wrong. It's Troy Deeney. Try again. Anyway, second leg against Kirakuma. Let's smash them. Let's get this done. And we'll give Troy Deeney a run out, I think. So Igor's gone. Okay. He's gone. Ivan up to 79. Good work. Everton Ribeiro down. That's fine. Ivan could easily become our highest rated player. Yeah, Troy Deeney. Troy Deeney's transfer is not making headlines because he actually went off grid after another violent episode. And although he didn't actually change his name, he escaped to Brazil via a long-haul shipping vessel. And he turned up in Campinas. And I mean, he's decided to use his old name. He's not really changed his appearance, but he's on the run from the British police, hiding on the bench for Ponte Preta. We're pretty high profile, so that might be a bad mistake. Apparently, I'm absolutely butchering Criciúma. Do you want to phonetically spell that out for me, someone? So unfortunately, no Quintero today, who is looking class. I'm not going to start Troy Deeney, although if someone needs to come off the bench, I think it is going to be him. We probably should have signed another central midfielder. Looking at it here, but we've got Igor and Luis Fernando, so we'll give them a run out in the cup. I think we've got the away goal. I'm sure we'll score another. Criciúma. Okay, that makes more sense. Hulk on the bench, an option. We've got the new keeper. Yuri on poor form. Ziggy needs a goal today. Let's get this finished at the Majestoso. Really looking forward to seeing Troy Deeney making his way onto the pitch in Campinas at the Moises Lucarelli. He's going to be a fan favourite, I'm sure of it. We did buy Hulk, Mr. Rendulic, welcome aboard, but not the Hulk you're thinking of, although apparently he's called Hulk because he looks a bit like the Hulk you probably are thinking of. He's a left back. Apparently not very good, but we needed a left back. We've ticked all the boxes that we needed to tick in terms of required positions. And now with a 1-goal lead in the first round of the Copa Brazil at home, let's have a lovely win today. It's not the most exciting duo in the midfield. Pistos into trouble there. We've got some efficient ball winners at least in Luis Fernando and Igor. He's across. That's a good ball back for Reynaldo. Oh, good ball into Enrique. Gabby's in there. MJ, good running. Oh, it's a lovely ball into Igor. A lovely first touch as well. Just to play in Zig, it's a nice idea. Nice idea. Unlucky. Zio Augusto, high ball. Gabby, no goals. No problem. Everton Ribeiro. Ziggy on the turn. Lovely ball to find MJ. Bombing down this left-hand side. Looking for Noel Bustos! Put it in the box. Bustos on your nonce. That's the worst. Where's that come from? Oh, busty boy. Deeney. Yeah, you can imagine Troy Deeney looking on from the bench now. He's going to be happy. I heard he was in the tunnel stabbing Criciúma players in the ribs with his elbows, giving them some abuse. Bustos loves a goal. MJ, you don't often see MJ that wide. Oh, he's headed it down. You love that. Shortest man on the pitch, certainly the shortest man in the box. And the Argentinian keeps his scoring record going. And we've still got Troy Deeney on the bench. In terms of meme signings, can he do better than Robinho? Robinho scored on his debut. I can't remember if he started that game or not. It's a foul on us, ref. Ref! It's a good ball. But Igor's there. Igor cantering forward. Everton Ribeiro wants it short. It's a good ball into Bustos and he streaks away from his man. Nahuel Bustos to make it. Oh, that's obscene. That is obscene. Nahuel Bustos. I mean, we love Yuri Alberto. We love Ziggy. But this little lad keeps impressing, doesn't he? Keeps impressing. We've got such a good team. So many good players. He's just ripped through their defence there. And it's Igor with the ball through. It's perfectly weighted. It's away from his man. Look at this finish, though. That is pure confidence. And the busty lad from Argentina continues his incredible goal-scoring form. We went for the slightly less creative, but no less hard-working midfield today of Igor and Luis Fernando. And it's Igor with an assist already, so showing Campuzano how to do it. We've got strength and depth. We've got even the players who you wouldn't expect to be doing well, assisting goals. And we've got the striker who we least expect to be scoring the big goals this season. Already on 2 for the season, so we're looking pretty good. Igor inside to Everton Ribeiro. Finds Ziggy. Oh, Bustos. First half hat-trick. 15-minute hat-trick there for Nahuel Bustos. That one fell to him quite kindly. But he took the invitation gladly there. This time on the left. He is punishing them here. And you know that Ponte Pretano is absolutely loving this. To be a Ponte Preta fan right now, unbelievable. Good ball in. Fell kindly to him. Oh, no mistake with that hit there. Even on the weaker left. Emphatic finishing. This could be a cricket score here. 15 minutes in, here at the Moises Lucarelli. Even his big jump. Everton Ribeiro will not be rushed. But he might be tackled there, that's poor. Watch out. The fridge is about. MJ. Oh, Zio Rosto, that's a big challenge. A fair one apparently. Oh, but MJ's in there. Oh, Everton. He's in decline, we know that much. We do have Quintero. If he does start to really drop off this season. I mean, we know last season he actually came into his own end of the season, you know, last few games. So, we don't want to write him off too quickly. And here he is through the centre. It's in Ribeiro. Oh, just blocked off. It's a good ball here. Chance for Passo. And the turn does well. Gabby No Goals fires it into Abner. He'll keep it in. There we go. Easy. Troy Deeney on. Is it too early? We would love to see him. We're definitely going to see him today. Oh, Ibanez, that's a great ball. Bustos on side as well. Oh, Everton Ribeiro just slightly dawdling on that one. Oh, the shoulder of steel, Luis Fernando. Igor under pressure, but does well. Oh, that's poor Ibanez. It's unlike you. He's back, making amends. Senior, good ball. Everton Ribeiro looks first time for Ziggy. A tricky ball on the turn. That's poor defending. Oh! Ziggy put his body on the line there. Couldn't get to it. It's going to go out for a throw. Okay, so half an hour in. 3-0. Nay bother at all here. Deeney must be thinking, oh, a trophy. I'd love to win a trophy. Other than a promotion, playoff trophy. Oh, that's gorgeous, Everton. Ziggy almost finishing it off there with a great finish. Senior inside. For Ribeiro. Nearly squeaks through. Bustos putting the pressure on. High ball here. MJ. Oh, just happens too much. Way too often. So, Gabby. Under pressure. Oh, that's very, very cool. Very cool. Bustos, good strength. To Ribeiro. Out wide to Marcinho. Good ball. That's a good challenge. Rodrigo. Half time nearly upon us. Let's make it 4 before the half. To Ribeiro. Looks up. Oh, that's a lovely ball there. Ziggy with the glancer. Oh, there he is. First goal of the season. In the cup. Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. Can't you see? Another goal. And a poacher's finish in the end. It was a good header. He rose well. We're cruising here. This is more like the performance we expected. Everton Ribeiro allowed to step back in onto that wonderful left foot. Always going to pick out big zigs. And he was always going to finish it eventually. Took him a couple of goes, but yeah, it's been a while. Been a lot of partying in between his last goal and this one. Marcinho. Strong work, not a good ball. MJ well cut out. To Ribeiro. Oh, lovely reverse ball into Bustos. No way has he got past him there. Still, just about made it back. I felt like we had to go and try and finish that one off there as Bustos just shrugging off the defender, the much bigger man. Oh, if we could have snuck in Ozil. Hassan, I'm totally on board. An Ozil signing would have been brilliant. Ozil and Deeney playing together would have been in some sort of heaven. But that was a fun first half, wasn't it? They really struggled. I think we're going to bring Deeney on. Ziggy's got his goal. We can rest players. That's the beauty of the cup. Now, we can't disrespect Ziggy with a half-time substitution, but we can bring him on fairly soon. Let's get into it. This could be a record score here at the Majestoso. No problems for Luis Fernando. Bustos winning it back. Ribeiro flicks one over the top. And they had to deal with it. Enrique, lovely touch. Oh, lovely work in general. Now it is Igor. Back to MJ. Oh, it's a clever ball into Ziggy's offside though. It will find its way into the back of the net. I think quite substantial. Not that far offside. It's a clever ball from MJ to find his man. Found its way into the net, but unfortunately just marginally offside. We'll wait till 50 minutes. That's true. Bustos has got the hat-trick. We should probably take him off. He's done everything he needs to. Everton, lovely ball into Igor. Strong running here. Oh, Bustos has made a good run. Oh, that's awful. That is awful. Igor. Everton Ribeiro. Oh, that's under hit massively. Right, time to bring him on, lads. We're going to go double. No, we'll play Ziggy out on the right. Never done that before, but Troy Deeney has to play nearest to goal. Look at that lovely egghead. The old man, the experienced battler. His final challenge, perhaps in his career, joining champions of South America, champions of Brazil, Ponte Preta, for one final gravy train. Although he's not even getting played that much. He's not getting paid anywhere near as much as he was at Watford, but he's here for the lulz. We're here for the lulz. He's going to get a run out today. I think behind him... No, we're just going to bring Troy on. We want him to get a standing ovation, a single player on and off, so we can get the full adoration of this packed crowd here at the Majestoso. God, they are taking some risks for a team already 4-0 down. Whoa! I suppose they might as well. That's poor. Everton. Oh, MJ won't get to it. Can't put the ball out. We want maximum Troy time. Oh, you just knew he was going to win that back there. Oh, he's just run into trouble. Enrique. Oh, Fernando. Such a good player. It's a lovely ball there. And Igor returns the favour to find Everton Ribeiro with plenty of grass to run into here. Can Ziggy make the right run? He can. Cuts back. Oh, that's easy. Easy. Ziggy. Cuts back in. Easy stuff. Another goal for Big Zigs. In what has been a whitewash here. It's the sort of performance you'd expect. This is like Liverpool playing a bottom of the championship level team, and you know, with a full strength side, could easily be a score like this. It could get even worse now, as Nahuel Bustos replaced by an altogether different proposition for this defence. Let's remind ourselves of Big Troy's stats. 78 finishing, 76 offensive awareness. He'll be in the right spots and he'll finish it given the chance. But 90 physical contact. We've got to back in here. And 86 kicking power. And apparently he's a long ball exploit as well. Yeah, he does have a surprisingly good pass in him. He's not great passing stats, but maybe that will be counterbalanced by those skills. I'll put some balls into the box. Oh, Abner, that's a poor one. Ronaldo, Ibanez, Ivan. Into Marcinho. Ziggy out on the right hand side for the first time. It's Ribeiro looking for Troy Deeney. Oh, muscles away. First touch in a Ponte Preta shirt. So nearly gets there. Look at the power, the raw power on display there. Let's enjoy this. Real British brute strength there. First touch just let him down, but that was very close to a goal at home with his first touch in a Ponte Preta shirt. Very, very close. Actually, it was a good save in the end. Can he maybe get on the end of an Everton Ribeiro cross? It's going to be Ziggy who heads it. Get another bite of the apple here. There's Fernando. Igor. Ziggy. Troy Deeney! Yeah! Deeney! Got to do it every time. Oh, it's too easy at the moment, but Ziggy and Deeney. And there he is, the big boy, the chonk. Oh, there we go. Fernando, Ziggy, Deeney! That's probably not how it goes, is it? The famous commentary. Fernando, Igor, Ziggy, Deeney! Something like, this could be one of the most incredible passages of football we've ever seen. But look at that offensive awareness. Finds the great position. And that is a comfortable finish. First of many, I'm sure. I mean, he's still scoring goals for fun in the Premier League. But now, a different challenge altogether. Let's just hope the Just hope the police don't find him. What are they called? The London police? The Met. Let's just hope the Met aren't looking for him. Deeney with the hold up. Oh, he's gonna love a bit of that. It's an into Igor now. Into trouble. I love how I just used the expression the London police. Fernando's back. No problems there. We can use him as a target man, can't we? Let's not forget. MJ. Deeney. Okay, that was silly. But I really wanted him to score. Score with a roulette in his first game. Oh, he somehow got away from him. You only do that once. Alright, do it twice. I can't get to him either. Could there be a late consolation here? Ronaldo into the box. Even as deals with it. Now to Ribeiro. Troy Deeney ahead of him. Oh, what a ball. Surely. He's going to be having a lovely little holiday. Troy Deeney, he's got the shorts on. He's got a cocktail in hand. He's on Ipanema Beach. He's loving life. He's loving life in the sun. I mean, Watford is a shithole, let's be honest. Have you ever been? Absolute shithole. Campinas, much better. The weather, loving it. He's loving life. What are the lovely cocktails? The Caprina, Caprina. He's on the Caprinas. You know he is. Look, he's not going to have to be on full fitness, top form to produce in this league. He's going to have a lovely holiday. Mitchell Balzan. Fuck off if I just seen Troy Deeney playing in the Brazilian league. I need to go to bed. You're gonna have to trust me here, Mitchell. This is the reality we're in here now. Deeney already better than De Snoozer. Sard says play on legend. I've considered it, Sard. But what I would remind you is that we didn't stroll the league last season. Yes, we're winning 7-0 here. Yes, we've battered teams in recent weeks. But we only narrowly won the league. And we probably only won the Copa Libertadores thanks to a few slightly easy. Oh my god. Slightly easy draws, I was going to say. He is a tank. We've got the fucking juggernaut in our side. It's a debut hat-trick off the bench for Troy Deeney. Oh, I'm having a lovely time. That is insane. That's insane. 8-0 at the Majestoso. Deeney hat-trick. He picked it up here. And he had no intention of sprinting. He didn't need to. Just strolls through. Gives him the shoulder. Where's he from? He's a Brummie. Is he a Brummie? He's from the Midlands, isn't he? A Brummie in Brazil. Is he from Birmingham? I have to do my research on him now. That's hilarious. Like, I don't think he's not going to have this easy a time in the league proper, playing against the big teams. We are playing against a lower Serie B side here. I mean, that is really quite a poor side. Oh, Deeney again. Oh my god. Oh no, Marcinho, we forgot about any other subs. And we've injured our right back. We've injured our right back. Bonnie's going to bed. Oh my god. He's putting on a clinic today. Big Arnie comes on. And Quidzy, I think. 4 goals in the debut, with that being the finisher, would have been quite special. I just can't get close to him. This really shows the golfing quality between the Premier League and the Brazilian leagues. Quidzy on, taking the piss. Ronaldo, that's lovely. Oh, MJ. Finish it. Oh, no. Oh, it could have been so many more. MJ deserves one here. Oh, oh, we've almost scored some absolute worldies in this one. Turns out when you play against one of the worst teams in the game, where you've got plenty of 50 rated players, it's quite easy. Quite easy. For Tole, welcome aboard, mate. How's it going? No problem with being so late. You're here just in time. See Troy Deeney score a 4th goal on his debut. Yep. That's not 4 words. Well, it's not 4 words at all, but it's not a selection of words I'm sure you ever thought you'd hear together. Important position there. Possession. Oh, nearly won that back. Quidzy, nice. MJ into Quids. Oh, Quidzy. What are they doing? What the fuck are they doing? Stan, welcome aboard. I just joined and it's 8-0. Nope, you're wrong. It's 9-0. It's 9-0, yeah. We are playing. Just remind to everyone, this is one of the worst teams in the game we're playing against here. I'd wager there can't be many teams as bad as this, but that's shocking. That's shocking. Quidzy in the goals though. Can't argue with that. We are going to have much more difficult games than this. It's going to get more difficult. But that really did feel like they'd just given up there. I mean, they have been battered by Troy Deeney. So, it's not too surprising. Igor into space for Deeney. Holds off Dean. Oh, he's taken down. Oh, it's a pen. It's going to be 10-0. She will probably miss this. It's got to be a red card, ref. It's got to be a red card. Fucking 10-0 aggregate, yeah. Troy Deeney. 11-0 on aggregate. Do we want Quidzy taking it? I bet Troy Deeney's good at penalties. How can you do a Panenka? They never work. Panenkas never work. Troy Deeney's going to do nothing more than blast it. Top right. This has been the most ridiculous. That keeper's so happy. The keeper's so happy to have prevented 10 on the night. Oh God. My face is hurting from the laughter. 30 seconds left. Troy Deeney's done a bit of everything today. So 2 hat-tricks in that one. Both Deeney and Bustos with the hat-tricks there. And Deeney takes home the match ball in his first game in Brazilian football. He's going to have a lovely time. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I think Deeney did feel sorry for him there. He knew what... He's a nice guy at heart. He knew that it would be far too demoralising. But they had a shot on target at least. You know, they've got to take that away from this. They're playing against the best team in South America, and they are one of the worst teams in the game. But Troy Deeney starts his holiday, starts his vacay. The pretty impressive 8. How do you only get an 8 for that? He's got a hat-trick in about 40 minutes, half an hour. Bustos with the 8.5, lovely work. Their keeper still gets 5.5, so he must have made he did make a lot of saves actually, to be fair to him. So some big results elsewhere as well. Villanova scoring 8 on aggregate. Just a 10-0 on aggregate for us. Troy Deeney, yeah, Troy Deeney starting strongly as we expected. So next round, Vitoria, that's a fairly easy one. Potentially Internacional or Fluminense in the quarters. That'll be more of a test, won't it? Flamengo are through. Beating Cueva 6-0 on aggregate, so, you know, big start for them as well. But yeah, I think we can safely say, Phil, completely agree, that has strengthened us up top. We've now got 4 incredible. We've got South American Player of the Year and Serie A top scorer, Ziggy. We've got Yuri Alberto, arguably the best finisher in the squad. Almost won the Golden Boot last season, despite not playing every game. Bustos, who can't stop scoring, and we've got Troy Deeney, just in case none of those work. Who should we start? There's an argument. No, there's an argument to say Bustos and Deeney are the two in form. Only takes us down one team spirit, but yeah, rotation is going to be easy, and we've got Quintero back as well. This is going to be a lovely half a season for us. We're going to have a great time. So we've got Victoria next time out, and yeah, that was good. That was good fun, wasn't it? Good fun. Quintero's back, fully recovered, and we're all sorted there. So, thank you for joining me. That was a fun one, wasn't it? We've made some great signings. We're ready now to win the cup. So we've got at least 2, 4, 6, 7 games to play in the cup. We will have already started the Liberty Stories group stage before we finish the cup, if we do get to the final. Actually, the final's over 2 legs. What the hell's that about? But before then, we will have the national team squad selection, and we are going to pick our Ponte Preta's team players on the 15th of March, so that they get to play in at least these 2 friendlies. Is it just those 2 friendlies? No, at least the 4. We want them to play in 4 friendlies, so they can be in the starting 11 before we start the World Cup in July. So there we go. So apparently it only takes 5 years, or potentially 3 years, to become a Brazilian citizen and be eligible to play for the national team. So Troy Deeney can definitely still manage that. I think he proved today that he is still a top class player. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this one. I'll see you again on Tuesday as we keep going in the cup. We've got so many games to play, including the World Cup, until we get to the first transfer window. We've got so many games. Anyway, thanks for joining me. That was a really good fun one. I've not enjoyed one that much in a long time. I'll see you in a bit.